Hello and welcome back to KNF Design. If you're new here, my name is Katie. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below so we can continue crafting together. Today, I've been trying to find the wreath from Dollar Tree that's in the shape of a bunny head, and I have not been able to find it at any of my Dollar Trees. So, I decided to make my own. This will be perfect if you're also having trouble finding them because it's super easy to make, and you could actually use the wires and make maybe cat ears or dog ears if you don't want to make it into the bunny. So a lot of different techniques you could use if you don't want to do the bunny, and I'll link some of those down below, those other options, but use what you have on hand. So with that, let's see what we need and start crafting. So you will need some type of yarn, ribbon, rope. I'm using the Just Chenille, and then I'm doing an 8-inch wreath ring that I got from Dollar Tree. Feel free to do a larger one if you would like. And so mine was in a pack of 2. You will only need 1. And then I did a 3D wreath form, and this is what I'm going to make the bunny ears out of. Since I used a smaller wreath form, I'm only going to use one of the circles, but as you can see, there's several that comes in the pack. So if you do a larger wreath form, you might need to use more of those rings. I'm just cutting it with some wire cutters. I'm going to cut it in half, and one half will be one ear, and one half will be the other ear. And then I'm just using my hands to shape the ears to my liking and making sure it's a good size for my wreath form. Just be careful, it is kind of a weaker metal, so don't snap it, but it does bend pretty easily with just your hands. So now that I'm happy with those 2 shapes, I'm just going to glue them together with some of my hot glue gun. I keep looking at the top here just because it's where it was welded together, but it's fine. It didn't need any glue to secure it or anything. Oops, it doesn't actually reach the bottom. Let's try this again. And just hold it in place till your glue dries and apply some extra if needed. This will go behind the wreath form and be covered up, so if you get a lot of glue here, it's okay. Also be careful, this is metal, so the glue will be hot. With the hot glue, the metal will get hot. Now to wrap your wreath, I applied just a little bit of glue to hold it down. Since the metal is hot, I'm just using this to help press down my chenille. and then just start wrapping around your wreath form. You can apply glue every now and then as you go if needed. It really didn't need it, but I liked to do it just as an extra. And then once you get all the way around and to close it, you just apply a little bit of hot glue at the end as well. And if there's any areas that you see need to be covered again or gone back over, you can. Now for the ears, we also just need to wrap them as well. So I apply a little bit of glue to get it started and start wrapping. Because of the shape, the chenille does slide a bit, so it kind of gloops down at the bottom with this first ear. But with the second ear, I just applied glue continuously as I went, and that helped hold it so it did not fall down and bunch at the bottom. Okay, now that both of our ears are wrapped, I'm going to apply a little bit of felt to the inside of the ear. I'm just marking a rough shape with a pin, and then I'll cut it down, and it's okay if the pin shows because I'll be gluing the pin side backwards. Now I'm just doing a little bit of an inset for that inside piece, but using that outside to help me with the shape. I'll then just cut it out with some scissors and hot glue it in place. I'll actually use this smaller template to make my second one as well, since it should be the same size. So I'll just trace this little one after I cut it out for the second ear. Now you just need to decide how you want your ears, if you want them straight up, kind of off to the side a little bit, how high up, if you want it to drop it down a little bit. I decided to drop it down a little bit, so I'm going to apply glue at the bottom, but as you can see, this little tab when I drop it down will show, so I'm just going to snip it off. I'm going to put some flowers so they possibly could cover that up as well, but I'm just going to use my pliers here. Could leave your ears like that, but I actually decided I'm going to bend the ear a little bit. I just think it's kind of cute with that bent ear, and since it was pretty easy to bend with my hands, I'm just being a little extra careful because I would hate to break the metal now after I've done this much of it. And with all the yarn, it does take a little bit more to bend it, and you can just fix your little chenille or yarn if it moves out of place as you bend it, and you can even glue it back in place if you need to. You have your ears how you like them. I'm applying a little bit of hot glue as well as some Gorilla Glue just to really make sure it's on there well, and that seemed to hold it quite well. Just apply a little extra hot glue if needed. And now I'm trying out some flowers. These I got off Amazon, and I'll try to link them with if I can find them, but I had them a little bit ago. so I might not be able to find the exact same ones. Here's what the box looked like though. And I'll just cut off the little ends so they'll lay flat. I really like how a little bunny wreath turned out. I think it's just adorable. It'd be even cute all year round. It doesn't have to be just Easter. Not sure if I'll keep it out all year round. Haven't quite decided myself. But whatever you do decide, I recommend not putting it outside. If you have a garage door, you can put it on the door leading in from the garage, or maybe on the inside of your front door. Be cute hanging on a wall, or maybe just leaning up against a shelf or something like that. But just because of this material and everything, it probably would not do well outside. And then this is how much of that chenille yarn we still had left. So even if you decide to go with a bigger one, I think one thing from Dollar Tree should be enough. I hope you had fun making this adorable little Easter bunny with me this week, and I look forward to crafting with you next week. Bye for now.